like boobies. You like boobies. Vicky likes boobies.
You're tacky and I hate you.
Now, are there any damn questions?
Have you any idea what the street value of this mountain is?
This is a nice fish, you know? Big fucking eyes, but a nice fucking fish.
Good evening, bottom feeders and underachievers. I know that your dull, miserable, poor lives are beating you down, especially by the time you get to listen to this, but we are your ray of sunshine, your only thing to cling to, your free entertainment for the week. This is The Weekend. I am your host, Justin, as always joined by...
Mike. Kyle. And baby. Benny. Joe. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're Jazzy Joe over there.
Joe 45. He works every time.
Saxophone Joe.
Before we get into the show, I need to address something. Pravdo, what the fuck are you wearing?
Oh, wow. Damn, dude.
Oh, dude.
It says...
No, we know what it says. We know what it says.
No frats. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why did
excuse me.
Based on Statute 3 of Code 4, you're in violation, sir. And as the Nerdy's enforcement, you're in trouble.
You're gonna have to take it off, Joe.
Okay,
that's fine. That's fine. That's fair.
That's acceptable.
I was gonna say you might need punishment, but the docket is cleared. All right.
You dove headfirst into that. Bravo.
Yeah, it was good. That's fair enough.
That is a situation mitigated.
Anyone else hard?
Hi, Joe. Is that your new punchline now?
It moved a little bit.
That's Mark Norman.
All right. On to business. Here on The Weekend, we ask silly questions. We give silly answers. You're entertained. We pop each other. It's a whole...
Wait, what are we doing to each other?
Well, you'll find out what I'm going to do to you for wearing that fucking shirt later.
What are you going to do with this later? We get back to the bedroom.
I got a whole jar of Nutella and a bottle of lube, Joe.
Oh, God. You can't randomly drop the word pop when you're not talking about wrestling and expect any other kind of reaction.
I can.
We pop each other?
Yeah.
That's not a good sentence.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if you know, you know. And if not, yeah, it's the other thing you're thinking about.
Mm-hmm. I'm a food baby right here.
I got a mouthful of gooey sweet potato. All I'm thinking
I
about...
thought you were eating mac and cheese for a minute.
No.
That was what it looked like.
No. Sweet potato, baby. I got a wedding in 4 weeks.
So do I. I just finished off a bag of goldfish.
Yeah.
They're baked, not fried, so I'm being smart.
Yeah. All right. We like to start with Mike's question du jour to get it started strong on this show.
Pick 3 actors to play you in a biography. One when you're a teen, one when you're in your 30s, and one when you are past the age of 50, but, an age of your choice. I'm going to start off, since the ball was handed to me. I think Finn Wolfhard would be a pretty good teen version of me. It's not a one-to-one, but the kid's out there right now. And I'm not saying you had to pick right now. It could, any time frame. But, yeah.
I concur.
Thank you.
Yeah, it fits.
I think he's pretty spot on for me. And then I believe he could reasonably grow into Edward Norton.
Okay.
See, this is where I had a hard time.
Well, yeah,
yeah, so here's my question, and I guess maybe Justin will ask the same thing. The idea of casting someone to be you in your 30s, are you picking someone at any point in their career to play you in their 30s? Because, like, he's clearly way older than 30.
Yes, him in his 30s. I'm picturing specifically Fight Club. Edward Norton.
I see.
Okay.
I could pat myself on the back and say American History X, Edward Norton, but let's not lie to me. You know, I'm not that kind of bullshit.
So what? Yeah, Justin, where were you going with this?
So, like, this question gave me a lot of anxiety.
Well, I didn't finish mine though.
I know.
Yeah.
Because I had a hard time transitioning. I couldn't find someone who, like, could kind of look like the next version of that person. So what I took this as was, like, I did a Dr. Parnassus where it is like 3 people that look similar enough to me that could play me at those different ages.
Yeah. That's definitely a way I took it too, because there's very similar features to all 3 of my guys. Except, well, my geriatric age, I went with Dustin Hoffman, and he's pretty short.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd have like osteoporosis or something. Like I'm shrinking.
Yeah. I will say the height for mine is probably the thing I took into least account because it's not consistent.
I didn't take much into account.
Well, with that being said, Vin, why don't you go next?
Okay. So, as a teenager, I'd be played by none other than John C. Reilly, because he killed it as a young Dewey Cox. Can't beat that.
I'm not going to argue.
And then, middle-aged Tom Hardy, obviously, handsome as dick, jacked, does jiu-jitsu. And then, aged me, John Malkovich. Because I just feel like I'm going to start enunciating words in such a way that everyone's going to know when I'm talking.
Everybody knows when you're talking.
Really?
It's hard to fucking ignore.
Thank you.
It's mostly nonsensical, but yeah.
You're an individual.
Yeah.
Well, you said yes, so...
I'll go next. I felt a lot of pressure on this. So I couldn't narrow it down to just one person on anything except for teenage Justin.
There you go, Kyle.
Sorry, man. It was the longest question for me. I sat here for like a half hour last night, almost sweating.
I pulled it out of my ass too.
That was a good question.
There were some lazy questions. I was like,
I knew mine right away.
It's a good question. All right, so teen Justin would be played by Noah Schnapp.
Noah Schnapp.
Okay.
I know what Noah Schnapp, but I don't know what Noah Schnapp looks like.
Kyle.
Is that because... What?
I was going to say, do you know who he is?
Yeah, Noah Schnapp was Will Byers.
Yes.
Stranger Things.
All right.
Okay. I was going to make an inappropriate joke about you casting him as you.
Why?
But I was going to ask if it's because he's gay and you're gay.
Could be. I'm fluid. I'm like the water.
We're all pretty much like 70% fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
My sexuality, Joe.
I know, I'm messing with you guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm just being Joe.
Then I did late 30s Justin. It was a toss-up between Miles Teller and Richard Madden.
Richard Madden. Okay. Does anybody else know the Richard Madden name, Paul?
No.
Isn't he an Eternal?
Yes, he is an Eternal.
Yes, he's Rob Stark.
But he's Rob Stark. So I think that's fair. I think that fits late life Justin. Current Justin right now.
You give me more of an Army Hammer vibe, but I'll allow it.
I don't look anything like Army Hammer, though. At least Miles Teller and I share a very similar nose structure.
I was going to say Andy Samberg, but that would piss you off.
Yeah, it would.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't say it.
Plus, his demeanor is not anything like mine. And this was the toughest. Well, I went 70s. right? So it's a three-way tie between Steve Martin,
No.
Pierce,
Dusty Martin short.
Pierce Brosnan, current age, 70s, right? Or Jeremy Irons.
I honestly don't know who took this list seriously, you or Vin. Fucking Pierce Brosnan? Are you kidding me?
Have you seen him lately?
All right, I'm gonna yes, and you know what? But you said, what'd you say, 70?
Yeah, he's in his 70s.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast my vote for not Pierce Brosnan.
Okay, fair.
The other two are, I guess, fine.
I could let Jeremy Irons pass.
Right?
I could.
I think Jeremy Irons is fair.
You guys say I have an ego.
I'm
Dude, I was looking for old dudes with a similar face structure. Do you know how fucking hard that is? What?
The Richard Madden to Jeremy Irons transition I can see.
Okay. Appreciates that. Let's go, Joe.
Oh God, you want me to go last?
I do.
So, me as a teen, I'd probably go Gatton. Not sure what his name is, so.
Mario?
Yeah.
Very Stranger Things, huh?
Yeah. Me in the 30s/40s, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
That's not bad.
And then older me, I'm going. He passed away, but he was a great actor. I'm going Jack Lemmon.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Jack
yeah.
Lemmon is the best of all three.
Yeah. All right.
You guys didn't see which one of mine you like the best.
Because we didn't. Kyle, it's your turn.
So you may or may not recognize his first name. This is the name that took me the longest. Jeremy Ray Taylor.
That's the kid from It, right?
Yeah, Ben from It.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So the thing about most of these people is that they're notably heavy in a lot of roles, but also like not skinny at really any point. But like there's noticeably like a change in weight for all three.
I'm gonna call one of them D'Onofrio. He's gonna say D'Onofrio for one of them.
Okay. So Jeremy Ray Taylor is the first one. The second one is Eldon Henson.
Okay.
For the 30s.
That's a really good one.
And then the last one is D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he's like 6 inches taller than Eldon Henson, so I don't know how that works out, but I guess I had a growth spurt when I turned 40.
Secondary mutation.
I looked to make sure that none of the people I picked were like taller than me because I knew that Kyle would absolutely gun at me.
No, I mean, I kind of knew because I've done this thing before where, like, I don't know if you remember, like, when, like, a long time ago on Facebook, they used to do, like, the
quizzes?
Like, who's your doppelganger thing?
Yeah.
And a lot of people told me mine was Eldon Henson, even though I didn't really believe it.
I can see similarities.
But yeah, I don't know. That was the only one I kind of, like, knew going in because I don't have anybody better than that I could think of.
All right. Let's move ahead. Who would you pick to be the human ambassador if aliens were to show up and land on Earth? I realized upon reading that late last night that I said of aliens. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go in and amend this. I want to see how this turns out.
Oh, my answer was instant.
Oh, I figured.
Didn't even notice that, though. Didn't even notice.
Too.
That was pretty quick. I couldn't pick just one.
Yeah, I had two. But it depends on how I wanted to go with the situation. I'll go first. I
expect some overlap here.
I picked Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
Do you want to start the war?
Yes.
Are you trying to start the war?
That's if we want to be MJF. That's if we want to show. Hey, he's turned face.
I have no idea who that is.
He turned face. He gave a great media scrum with Adam Cole after the pay-per-view. It was fantastic. Or Keanu.
Cat?
No. The guy that
That's who I picked. I picked
Joe picked
Keanu.
Keanu. Yeah.
Keanu's a good.
He's like the nicest person, so
Right.
if we're gonna be at peace with aliens, it would be Keanu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vinny, what'd you get?
I picked. Assume I can pick myself?
No, you shouldn't, because it wouldn't be good.
Dude,
You can, but
That's why I said you shouldn't.
aliens would be so chill if I was like, "What's up, dudes? You guys want to have a catch?"
what
I
is
digress.
What?
I digress. I would pick comedian Duncan Trussell.
Oh.
And if you're not familiar with Duncan Trussell and his work, you don't get it. But if you are, you know. And that's my guy. He gets it.
Did you make that joke so Giannone laughs?
Yes.
Which joke is that?
Did you just drop that name so that Mike laughs?
Duncan Trussell?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if you know Duncan Trussell.
Okay.
I'm going with yeah, though.
He had that Netflix show, Midnight Gospel, I think it was. Had one season.
Midnight Mass.
No. It's like a pink cartoon thing.
Wow.
I think it's called Midnight Gospel. It got a cult following, but for whatever reason they didn't renew it.
Weird.
Must have been suicide.
Yeah.
Joe went, technically. Kyle.
Jeff Goldblum.
It's a good pick.
Ooh, yeah. I think that would be a good choice. Can't find fault in it.
Just don't show them Independence Day.
Yeah.
Who do you pick?
Goldblum.
I'm sorry, who?
Jeff Goldblum.
Nah.
Okay.
He doesn't need reasons. You just need answers.
Mike, is that who you chose as well?
No. I got a twofer. I want Neil deGrasse Tyson there. Obvious. But I also want Tina Fey there to lighten the mood.
Okay.
She's not an idiot, but she'll say something stupid and he'll smooth it over.
Vin doesn't like Neil deGrasse Tyson because he deals in facts.
He's a bit of a thinker.
He actually doesn't.
Here we
The
go.
guy's a boner.
There we go.
Explain how.
Oh, Jesus.
He was on Rogan, and Rogan asked him about flying cars, and he said, "We have flying cars. They're called helicopters." Click, stop, get out of my face. 6 months later, the Tic Tac shit start coming out. Hey, Neil, stop smelling your own ass. Get out of the way. You're not as smart as you think you are. He's annoying.
Huh?
He was on Rogan.
No, I got what I heard the words together, but
So, like, what don't you understand? He doesn't think flying cars is a thing because he thinks helicopters equate to flying cars, which they don't.
he thinks flying cars can't be a thing because we're all too stupid to have flying cars. We kill ourselves, so the best we can get is helicopters, and you need to be like skilled in shit to fly them.
He says that, but they're there, right?
They're there. What?
Like, do you guys watch the news? Are you familiar with like all the UFO things going on?
Yeah,
UAPs, excuse me?
Those aren't flying cars, though.
No, they're not flying cars, but you don't think the technology can be used to make flying cars?
No, that's two completely different fucking things. One, the Tic Tac UFOs are defying like known aerodynamics and shit. Flying
so you
cars.
Think that the aerodynamics that are unknown to man that Neil doesn't know would make you think that what he's saying is bullshit?
No, I'm saying that no one's gonna make a flying car that goes faster than a fucking airplane. Because the structure of the craft itself wouldn't hold up to that kind of speed.
Why?
Because science and metal.
Which science is that? The ones that shows the Tic Tacs on the radar?
All the science. Plus, you're not gonna give some idiot a quick pilot's license and fly a craft that fast. Like, they're gonna mass produce these fucking flying cars. They are a thing. But they're not gonna go that fast because they shouldn't be going that high either.
They do that with cars. Cars shouldn't be going 140, but they do.
Yeah, but when car accidents happen, they can't crash into the ground and
take out a fucking
entire
building.
Neighborhood. The fuel source they need for a flying car, would have to be hydrogen, and I would not trust any people. I don't even care if they're trained. Anyone.
All the people.
Watch Idiots. What is it? Idiots Driving or something like that. Basically anything on YouTube. Idiots Behind the Wheel.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is everything that we claim to know under the umbrella of science is moot when you see these things and everyone kind of throws their hands up and says, I don't know what the fuck these are.
Well,
what does it have to do with us creating flying cars?
Yeah, it has nothing. That's what I'm saying. It's
Neil deGrasse Tyson's a nerd. And
now it's 3 different points.
There it is. That's why you hate him.
No, his opinion sucks.
That's why you hate him, because he's smart.
Yes.
No, he is smart, but he thinks he's smarter than he actually is.
He's
because
smarter.
he doesn't withdraw himself from the situation. He's a fucking nerd.
Smarter than the average person. No, he's got like PhDs that like prove that he's smarter than the average guy.
We work at the museum. He does a lot of sciencing there now.
Yeah. Well,
Moving on.
Are you saying? Wait.
Hayden Panettiere, okay?
Are you saying?
Hayden Panettiere.
Are you saying there's no science in a museum?
Oh, okay. So we can go back even further. I went to the museum. I actually went to a planetarium exhibit voiced by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Shh, excuse you, sir. It's planetarium.
Right. So this is a 15-20 minute spiel about dark matter. I probably have told the story before. I also waited about 20 minutes, half hour to get in because I wanted to see it. I was like, ooh, dark matter. I learned a little bit about it. No one really knows what it is. I'm like, they probably know what it is because we're in a museum and they do science here. Well, after 15-20 minutes of watching this bullshit, just nice images of the ultimate conclusion that they don't know what the fuck it is, I wasted an hour of my life with this little planetarium expose. They could just make a sign.
You didn't.
Black matter. We don't know what it is. Thanks.
I mean, you didn't waste your time. You learned something from it.
Didn't, because I already knew
but you
that.
Did.
You know what I would equate that story to? The time we were in New York and we waited for like half a fucking day to get into the Walking Dead panel.
Yep.
And they could have just said, hey guys, you're this far back in line. There's absolutely no chance you're ever going to get in. And it would have saved us half a fucking day.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. And so we wasted half a day.
It's true.
And we didn't learn anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't learn shit. You can make a poster with a cool background. This dark matter, ? We don't know what it is.
All right. Well, while Vinny wipes the haterade off of his mouth, let's move on to the next question.
Jin.
Why don't we pitch Star Wars movies, or pitch your Star Wars movie that involves the group?
Just read it. That's right. Yeah. Just read it off the thing.
I had two. I was very indecisive last night. I was having a bad anxiety day, man. So I was thinking we do Cannonball Run.
Didn't they already do that?
But it's in Star Wars.
Yeah, Solo.
Yeah. But we're all pilots.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. They did Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah. Or we go back to the one that I've always wanted to see, and that was that heavily talked about Seven Samurai set in the Star Wars universe, where, you know, there's only 5 of us, so we would have to add 2 more.
5 Jedi?
Yeah, the 5 Jedi. Former Jedi that either survived Order 66 or Padawans like Kanan Jarrus was, who made it away from the Order and grew strong in the Force. Those would be my two. Movies. Vinny's mean mugging so hard it's throwing me off.
Well, because I forgot about this question.
Oh, you did. I'll go to you last then. Starfleet. What do you got over there?
Starfleet. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so in this movie, you're a podcast group trying to be the #1 podcast in the galaxy. We interview senators and remnants of Jedi and all the pop culture that happens, and then we get to #1, but we're on Alderaan.
Shit.
I like the end of it.
Do we get to interview Max Rebo?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. I'm in. Well played, Joe.
We're in Senator Amidala's office when it goes down. We got the big interview.
And then
we're looking. What's that?
Ah, shit.
We getting hot in here?
Kyle?
Alright, so I also have two, because my first one's kind of a cop-out, because I've used this answer in many other Star Wars-related questions. I think most of you know that, like, I want the story of post-Order 66, Jedi across the galaxy, maybe not even connected stories, but different surviving Jedi going out into the galaxy and trying to find Force-sensitive beings and trying to bring them in and train them as Jedi. So it's not necessarily people that are like related to them or anything, but it's going out across the universe, and it's like the idea of recruitment to help restore the Jedi Order. And then, and I mean, that could even apply pre-Order 66 if like we wanted it to, because it could be any number of different types of Jedi recruiting for their specific purpose. So like a gray Jedi recruiting for that purpose, like somebody that's associated with the Council recruiting for their purpose, separate Jedi that are recruiting specifically to be temple guards, like different shit like that. But then my other answer would be a group of Jedi who early on in the process of the prequels start to realize how ineffective the Council has become and form kind of like their own council, separate from the main council, that because they're kind of underground end up collectively surviving Order 66.
That water again.
Yeah, fucking toilet flushing's back.
Oh, my bad.
What are you listening to, like fucking ocean sounds?
I'm in a shitty apartment, Justin. We have a shitty dishwasher. I apologize.
No, you can just say that's my dishwasher. That's fine. I don't care.
No, I hate it. I hate it. I want to destroy it. It wants to be destroyed.
Mike.
Muted.
Okay. We each play Jedi. They're on a transport heading out to the Outer Rim at the moment Order 66 is about to happen. Now, there's only one youngling on the transport with us, so we're going somewhere. Most of us aren't even that powerful. We're more like support Jedi. Just as Order 66 is happening, so all 5 of us have to protect the youngling, who's played by James. And as the first act goes on, maybe one of us dies, and then in the second act, another one does. So it's only 2 of us, or 3 of us trying to protect him. We get to a planet trying to survive on there, and we slowly get picked off until there's only one of us left, and through all the trials and tribulations decide to take him under their wing. Because he's like 13 years old and he hasn't found a Jedi yet. He feels like he never will. And this adventure really solidifies his abilities, and whoever survives, like none of them ever thought they wanted to be masters. They ever wanted to take on a Padawan. But this event, like, really solidifies it in them. And now the 2 of them have to not only survive in the wild, but he's got to teach the youngling how to be a Jedi while not looking like a Jedi.
You know what would be a cool wrinkle to that story? Mm-hmm. Because of the way you broke it down? Is like, if one of the last two surviving Jedi realizes early in the story that the youngling has a connection to one of the Jedi more so than the others, and when it's down to the last two, sacrifices himself so that the youngling could be with the one that he's meant to be with.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Jumping on the grenade for the future.
All right, Cranky Pants, I hope that brought you the time to figure out what you want to do.
So, I was a baby on Alderaan, and my parents shipped me out to a faraway galaxy.
Fuck you.
What?
Fuck you.
What do you mean?
To a faraway galaxy?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm raised on a farm there by my two lovely parents who are incapable of having children.
Kyle, you know what he's doing, right?
And there I cultivate
I have no idea. I can't wait for more details.
I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what's happening. They help me cultivate my powers. And then I with my space pod, how I got there, it triggers out a pulse when I'm about, when I become a man. And all of a sudden, my dear long-lost cousin, General Zustin, and his three comrades come looking for me. And they come to my planet, and they're like, bring us Vin L, or else we will blow up the planet with the third Death Star. And then I'm like, oh my god, is that me? Because I'm adopted? And then, cut to, I find a lightsaber in my space pod, and I kick ass. And then my friend Batman shows up.
Wait a minute, you just know how to use the lightsaber? I want to know this too.
Of course.
Dude, I'm actually laughing so hard I'm crying.
I'm a descendant of Rey. I just figure shit out.
I hate you.
I'm like a mixture between Rey and Good Will Hunting.
Is suspect.
Anyway.
Yeah. Is that
Painter?
Oh, let's pick a Zack Snyder movie and improve it by recasting everyone with a Muppet except for one human you wish to keep the same.
I can go first because my first thought, impossible. You can't put a bow on a pile of shit and expect it to be good.
Oh, it depends on the approach you take, sir.
Yeah, it
I can
does.
totally disprove you.
Yeah.
I'm so happy with my choice.
Me too.
Please do. Please do.
All right. I went Batman vs. Superman, and I recast everybody with a Muppet except for Doomsday.
Oh, why not? It's already a Muppet.
I pretty much did the same thing.
I picked Muppets for my characters.
I didn't have the time to do that
Kyle,
this week.
What'd you do?
Yeah. I'm recasting 300 with all Muppets except for the fealties.
Well done.
Thank you.
Except for the llama that's playing the guitar.
Michael.
I picked Dawn of the Dead, and everyone's a puppet except for Ty Burrell. So it's basically Muppets Most Wanted, except he's a complete fucking douche.
Nice. All right, Joe.
I'll run through my list pretty quick. I picked Zack Snyder's Justice League. Kermit's Aquaman, Gonzo's Superman, Fozzie's Batman, Beaker's Cyborg, Miss Piggy's Wonder Woman, Sweetums is Steppenwolf, Uncle Deadly is Darkseid, Bunsen is Lex, Skeeter is Lois, Rolf is Perry White, and Swedish Chef is Alfred, and the only human is the Norwegian girl who sang.
You're having a good night, Joe.
Yeah, Joe's on fire tonight, guys.
I don't remember that.
That was the 4 hours of pain edition.
Yeah.
Her song was like 20 minutes long.
That was the bigger, darker uncut.
The BBC edition?
Uh-huh. All right. What were your top five favorite cartoons?
Top 5 of forever.
Growing up.
This is actually the trickiest one. Well, second trickiest one. The last one that we're going to do is trickiest for me.
Yeah, this one was tough. I had to knock out a lot of shit.
Yep. Picking the fifth one for me.
The
first four were easy.
Let's go and do the old around the horn on this one.
Okay.
My first pick, Reboot.
Okay.
Never heard of her.
It's currently on Tubi, and I've been watching.
Under questioning.
Yes and no.
Story-wise, it's still strong?
Still strong.
Okay. So
Clearly it was early CGI. But it's like, because of the story it's telling, being the inside of a computer, it's okay.
Oh, I remember it.
Yeah, Kitty Trunk.
Yeah.
The guy with the dreadlocks or whatever, they're blue.
Bob.
Yeah.
CGI freakazoid, basically.
Yeah. Let's go on to Joe.
Real Ghostbusters.
Okay. Kyle.
I didn't hear what Joe's was.
The Real Ghostbusters.
Oh, nice. 90s X-Men cartoon.
Okay.
Sick.
Vin.
Sick, dude. If I'm going way back, Babar.
Oh, shit.
Babar, huh?
Yeah, dude. Megan made fun of me because I called it Babar, and she goes, "It's actually Babar."
It is.
Well, not my household.
I'm sorry, I watched Coming to America, and Eddie Murphy calls the elephant Babar.
He did.
You did. Hello, Babar.
Thank you. You uncultured swine. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Eat my
He's going to be all
ass.
African about it.
Michael.
Batman the Animated Series.
It's a good one.
I had that.
Started really strong.
My second one's gonna repeat Joe's first, but yes, Real Ghostbusters.
Stop lying. You saw the whole movie. There's no way you're doing that laugh without seeing the whole movie.
Real Ghostbusters is my number 2, Joe.
My number 2 is Ninja Turtles.
Good one.
Okay.
Crazy that I was able to not say that and still be honest with the rest of my list.
No, same. Kyle?
Batman Animated Series.
Okay.
Pretty sure most of us are going to have that one.
I don't have it on there.
That's my third. Actually, it was my fourth.
Rugrats.
Ooh, good one.
It's a good one.
Mike?
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. I was all about the gummy bears.
It's a good fucking show.
Not like wearing shit with them, but like every time I came home, it was perfect timing for that show.
Dashing and daring, courageous and caring.
I could potentially sing the theme song as well.
Oh, I can sing the theme song.
That's
It's on 2 of my Disney playlists.
Yeah, it's on my Spotify all the time.
And it was also on my playlist for work when I used to work at the post office. Just because I could belt it in the back of the truck and just have people look at me all awkward like. Number 3 for me is A Pup Named Scooby-Doo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Again,
my third
it's
one-
on Tubi.
Got my imagination going. Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies is good.
It's a good
Yeah,
show.
dude.
They made your dreams come true.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Doug.
Ooh, good.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
So we were listening to kid songs as we do in this house. And for some reason, Killer Tofu came on.
Nice.
And I was like,
That song slaps, bro.
fuck yeah.
That song gets you going.
It's good. Vin?
Before I go, did you ever watch that bullshit Disney version of Doug?
We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about it. Good. Okay. That shall not be named. Hey Arnold.
Harold's tight.
Big Hey Arnold guy.
Michael?
I learned more from Animaniacs than 12 years of school.
That's ridiculous.
And you know the most ridiculous part is, it's not much of an exaggeration.
Number 4 for me, Thundercats.
I was gonna, but I've I didn't watch it as much. I had more of the toys.
I did.
And I watched it recently, and oof.
No, it doesn't hold up, but thankfully there is that Nickelodeon series. Because that thing is fucking... That's Jeff's kiss.
I'm so annoyed at the toys for a couple reasons.
Yeah, they were shit. Which is what caused the sales to go down, which is what caused us that fucking show. It's upsetting.
Excellently written animated show.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Joe, you're number 4.
So I had Batman, but I'll replace him so I don't repeat The Simpsons.
It's a good one.
It's pretty seminal for everyone's life, yeah.
Caillou?
Hey Arnold for me also.
Okay. Vin?
I was big into Dexter's Laboratory and those kind of things. Like, remember Monkey?
Dial M for Monkey?
Dude,
Yeah.
when he had to, like, I remember when he got his power stripped and he had to go in the jungle and fight the giant baboon.
Yeah, dude.
Such a good show.
Kelly and I used to watch all those old Cartoon Network shows. So
good.
That Courage.
Question.
Yeah.
Answer.
Because when he first kind of got into acting, they talked about him doing it. Johnny Bravo and Dwayne The Rock Johnson, is it ever happening? Is this what he's getting big for?
I don't think I would have taken Cena because he looks like fucking Johnny Bravo.
That's racist.
Yeah, but The Rock's got the eyebrow.
Yeah, it's the hair thing though. Cena kept his hair. The Rock.
If only they could do something. If only they could put something on your head.
But he looks weird with hair on. Though.
It really is. His complexion would be weird with the blonde hair. It would look way too cartoony, even though they're recreating a cartoon.
Yeah, but even like just
did Barbie.
Just the way his head is though, like when he has hair, he looks older.
Cena?
Like if you no Rock. Like if you go back and watch like late 90s WWE when he still had kind of like the like poof of hair thing going, and then you look at him now where he's all bald and shit, he looks better.
Yeah. Because we're so used to him. It's been so long since he had hair. We're just so used to him like that.
It's weird.
Back to me, right?
I just went,
back to you.
Gargoyles.
Fuck yeah. I'm mad I didn't put that on my list.
Mm-hmm. Like every episode of that show was good.
Yeah. Especially like, I don't know if it was the last season or second to last season where they did the whole like
international
Fairy King Oberon and they all went international and shit. Oh.
They did Shakespeare.
Yeah.
That entire cast is filled with people from another series that someone is not wearing a t-shirt of on the show.
Yeah. Very much so.
Like, even when they went international, friggin' Colm Meaney shows up in the Irish episodes. Like,
yeah.
they just went to that series and were like, hey, you got a good voice. Come on over. Do a day in the office.
All right, last ones here. Ronin Warriors.
Ronin Warriors.
Oh, dude.
That one's for Vin right there. That's on Prime.
Is it?
Yes.
Can I be frank with you for a minute?
What?
For a moment? I started rewatching DBZ.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm on Vegeta and Nappa are there. They just arrived.
Like Dragon Ball Z Kai, the abridged version?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much better.
Sorry, I gotta take my glasses off so everyone can see the eye roll.
It's much better. James and I think, have like a season and a half left of all like 1,200 Naruto episodes. So we're almost done.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I got to borrow my buddy's Crunchyroll account because I got to finish Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
I must.
We talk about Yu Yu Hakusho so much now that my TikTok feed is like food videos, Disney, and clips of Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm not complaining.
Bro, he's so relatable.
So good. Such a good show. But Ronin Warriors, fucking tight. Joe?
If you guys would allow me to regale some lyrics of the theme song.
Sure.
Spin it, let's begin it, bend grit. When you're in it, you could win it in a minute. When you spin it.
Just
ha,
so what?
Ha, ha. So spin it, tail spin.
One of the first things we watched when we got Disney Plus.
Fuck yeah. Dude, fuck yeah. I love Tailspin.
It's also
the Child Endangerment Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, like back when that was on though, with the time where I was skiing the most, like off the back of my dad's boat, so I always felt like Kit. I had a kinship with that bear, that cub.
Kyle.
I'm not going to sing this theme song, even though it's maybe better than the one that Joe just sang. DuckTales.
Woo!
Race cars, lasers, and airplanes.
Both versions of that show.
Mm-hmm. And the movie.
Yeah. The newer DuckTales was pretty good, too.
I gotta watch that movie again, man. Every once in a while I'll run across it on Plus. I'm like,
I almost started it the other morning, but then Zach was just like off the couch and forget it.
Beth and I watched it a couple weeks ago.
It's so good. DuckTales is so good.
But between like DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Quack Pack, and then
Goof Troop?
Between what?
Goof Troop?
Goof Troop, Rescue Rangers, like all that shit. Like it was really hard to pick one.
Yeah.
It was really hard to pick one show.
Okay.
you don't need to go off of that channel.
No.
You can pick all 5. Mm-hmm. But I did.
Finn?
I'll sing this one. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web anytime.
Wait, now you're talking about the 90s one where Spider-Man, Spider-Man, but you active Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Yeah, where he's jacked and he's in high school. Or he just started college.
College. He was in college.
Banging everyone from Gwen Stacy to Mary Jane. Aunt May knew it was up. She's like, my Peter. My Peter using his Peter all day.
Peter's slaying it all over town. You don't know the half of it, man.
He dresses like Toby, but he's built like Chris Hemsworth. It's fucking amazing.
Everybody was on that show, though.
They had Lesnar hats.
Good. Yeah.
Every dude had pecs and lats, and every chick had that ass.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Mm-hmm. God.
5-inch waist.
Black cat.
Ass.
Black cat shows up. She got that ass.
She's like, sup, Spider-Man? And he's just like,
me. That's what's up.
Did Liefeld do the artistry for that?
No, they were even.
I know.
They had feet.
No pockets.
No pockets.
There was an older fellow that used to go to the Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. His name was Phil. I don't know his last name.
I remember Phil.
Bro, he would. Sometimes people talk about his drawings, and he's like, "Well, I have a couple inappropriate drawings. I probably shouldn't bring." Like, just told everybody, like they're all kids.
Yeah,
Probably shouldn't bring them in.
I draw titties.
Yeah, I draw tits and ass and Yu-Gi-Oh pounding puss. Hey, dark fishing card in his hand.
Hey kids, any of your hair's all matted up? I can groom it for you. You need any grooming? I'm good at grooming.
Ugh.
Oh, Phil. You and your van.
Remember the lady that I thought they were together, but they weren't together.
Yo, no, because I thought that was his mom.
I thought they were something, but they were just both like, no, we're both just the 40-year-olds. We just come here. She's like, I'm gonna get a blue eyes tattoo. It's gonna age well because it'll be a sick dragon tattoo, even if I don't like Yu-Gi anymore.
On my already saggy tits.
Yeah, everyone, even at 14th year, was like, yeah, no, that's really fucking cool. You should totally do that. You should totally do that.
They sound like 2 separate sharks that show up at the same dive cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're like the limp sharks. I've already had chunks taken out of like dorsal fins and shit.
Yeah. Well, they stopped coming because once my buddy Rook went up in there, he tore the whole place up. He beat everybody. His mom used to buy him fucking structure decks and shit. He had all the best cards. That's how you win.
Usually.
Yeah.
Mike, what's your last one?
Since you put the word cartoons and not series, yes. I picked a one-off short. One of my favorite Bugs Bunnies ever. I was going to say the Gremlin one. but
great.
Where Bugs Bunny goes up against the maestro, the conductor.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's on Max. I totally watched a bunch of the Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Is that the opera one?
Shorts. No, that's Rabbit of Seville.
Yeah. That's Kill the Wabbit?
Yeah, and the the one Mike was talking about was, oh god, Leopold. It's Leopold. It's Leopold.
Leopold. He moves in next to the composer in the beginning and won't leave him alone, and then harasses him all through his show. Classic.
All right, it's time to end like we do by adding "you piece of shit" to your lines of dialogue from your least favorite romantic comedies.
Least favorite? I overlooked that.
Yes. So I've turned it around to least favorites because I think this is going to expose some things. I know I'm going to be questioned about the films that I picked, but I swear to you, I don't like any of these.
Yeah. So for transparency, do we all pick movies that we've actually seen?
No,
that we don't like them?
Thanks for the setup, Kyle, because where I was going was, I'm not a big rom-com guy, so I pick movies that I specifically haven't seen, because if I've seen a rom-com, odds are I like it. Like, I'm not going to say something about Mary.
Yeah, it was tough for me. There's like only one of the three that I picked have I seen more than once. That's how much I dislike them.
Okay.
I've seen 2 of the 3.
To be fair, I have seen a lot of movies. I have been in 2 marriages, so that means a lot of romantic comedies. Also, I suffer from issues with sleeping.
Okay.
So, that too. So, I am up a lot, and I watch a lot of things. I will start like we do. Let's just get the ball rolling here. I think you're the kindest, sweetest, prettiest person I've ever met in my life. I've never seen anyone that's nicer to people than you are. The first time I saw you, something happened to me. I never told you, but I knew that I wanted to hold you as hard as I could. I don't deserve someone like you, but if I ever could, I swear I would love you for the rest of my life, you piece of shit.
Meet Joe Black.
No.
Caligula?
No.
I have no idea.
Kyle?
I think I know it.
Well, it's got to be one that you don't like, and all the ones I'm thinking of are ones that I already know you like. So,
there's only 3 good rom-coms.
No.
How could you like it?
No, you're good? You got nothing?
Yeah.
It's Groundhog Day.
That was sacrilege.
Yes. No, that movie's fucking terrible. I'm sorry, guys.
It's a good movie. Jill feels the same way as you, but it's a good movie.
Jill.
You're out of your fucking mind if you think that's bad.
It's a terrible movie.
No, you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Wrong. It's like
You're
saying
wrong.
Bride is a bad movie. It just doesn't.
That's like saying A Christmas Story is not a good Christmas movie.
It's not.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And once again, you're suspect.
See, I knew I was gonna catch shit, but that's only the fucking beginning of it. Joe, go ahead.
Okay, so this is 2 characters. First character. Where are we going? Second character. To your place. We're gonna have some sex, you piece of shit.
Barbie.
Nope.
Edward Penis Hands.
40-year-old virgin?
No.
What's the Mila Kunis Justin Timberlake one? That's my guess.
Nope.
Fuck buddies.
Okay. You give up?
Yeah.
Jersey Girl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
That one I actually saw. That movie sucked.
You don't like Jersey Girl?
No.
Fucking love Jersey
All right.
Girl.
This is, actually, the stuff after she's gone is pretty good.
Yeah. I own a copy of Jersey Girl.
Somewhere.
Kyle.
Rajneesh, I'd like an alligator soup and make it snappy. Because alligators are snappy. and at the same time, I want it prompt, you piece of shit.
Great Gatsby.
That's an awesome guess.
Beowulf?
Moulin Rouge?
Moulin Rouge is mostly singing.
I know, but he said Great Gatsby, so I'm thinking Bob Lemon.
This might be the worst rom-com I've ever seen.
Go
Princess
ahead. What is
Bride.
it? What is it? Shut the
The
fuck
Love
up.
Guru.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, I saw that in the movies.
Kiku. You don't like that movie?
That's a bad movie.
I'm Jacques Lecoq.
Vin, your turn.
Okay, I'm reciting this line as the role of the female, so bear with me with my bass voice. You're the first boy I ever kissed, and I want you to be the last, you piece of shit. That's Southern accent.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Very, very good, Justin. Very good. 3 golden stars.
I like that movie, though.
Yeah, okay.
So does my wife. It's one of the 12 movies she plays over and over in this fucking house.
Yeah, it actually ruined the song for me. Don't want to hear it.
That song sucked to begin with.
Michael?
Yeah.
You can't lose something you never had, you piece of shit.
Is that How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
Yep.
That's one of the other 12 that's also played in this house on rotation.
Did you know the line, or was it my really good McConaughey?
Oh, it's the line.
That's another good one.
Literally, she watched it last week. Here, you've been in therapy, you know, thinking you blew it with the greatest girl ever, and really, it turns out that getting your dick stuck in your zipper was the best thing that ever happened to you, you piece of shit.
Fuck
Don't
you!
forget Mary.
Oh god, you shouldn't.
Fuck you.
Really?
I hate that movie too.
Fine.
No, I'm sorry. Thank you. There you go.
Do you see what I mean, though? How he's a contrarian?
No.
It's
You
so
hate
easy.
He is.
Sometimes
You're hating one actor in the movie.
it ruins a
Disregard what he
movie.
says.
It ruins.
He goes, yeah,
It ruins the movie.
I love Big Nose Ben Affleck Batman. Who doesn't?
I never said who doesn't. I just said I like him. Did I ever
No.
say who doesn't? Mike?
Well, I know
Kyle?
I'm putting words in your mouth deliberately.
Exactly. Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Yeah, to tarnish your name.
right. So
That's slander. I'm pretty sure
What's
that's
the problem?
there's something about Mary is not a good movie.
That's
Oh
a very
my
funny
God.
film.
It's not a
very
good
funny
movie,
film.
and I fucking hate Matt
good movie.
Dillon. Fucking
very
hate
funny.
him.
I'm gonna.
His face, just everything about it.
Ooh.
You're a weird guy, Ace.
I know. Joe.
Excuse me, I'm tired of living a lie. I need to be known that I like a big girl. In fact, a large. It's that big. Voluptuous, full-figured, big-boned, massive, assive honey. That is what gets me going. I like fat women, and they like me. Big girls need love too, baby. This is a line from an actual
I know
movie.
it.
I know exactly what movie this is from. I know it.
I can drop hints if anyone needs them.
Is that
No, I know it too.
is that Shallow Hal?
No.
No, that's what I thought first, but it's not.
No.
What?
If
I
you
know
guys
the
know
line's
it,
on
say
Then
it.
you want to say it?
Summer Catch.
Yep.
Yep.
I love
Oh,
that movie. I fucking like that movie.
That is an amazing one.
I do like that
might be
movie
the
too.
best quote in the entire movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a long time though.
Like the guy who like hardly has any lines goes on a rant about how much he loves big women. It's incredible.
Well, isn't that the same guy that was like saying how every guy on the team has a nice ass? He's like, dude, Brandon's got a nice ass. And Shaggy's like, this guy thinks you got a nice pooper.
Kyle.
This is 2 characters. Time for desperate measures. What about my daughter? Absolutely not. Why not? She's not good enough for you? She's 15. Well, it's pretty late in the game for you to be Mr. Choosy, you piece of shit.
Ooh, I can't think of the
Titanic?
movie. I know this though.
I feel like I should know this. You're gonna say it, and I probably will.
Legends of the Fall.
Go ahead.
Justin's the only person that I would have expected to have actually seen this movie.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The Bachelor.
That's the Chris O'Donnell one, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Back to me.
No, it's been.
All right, Southern accent again. Truth is, sometimes I miss you so much, I can hardly stand it.
Brokeback
You piece
Mountain.
of shit. Yeah.
Yep.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
It's crazy. I think that's like such an iconic line, but like I for the life of me, I don't know. I couldn't count on one hand how many people I know that have seen that movie.
So
I would love to know at what point the calm comes into that movie.
right after that.
Okay. I think I should go now.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Hiya, kids. Here's an important message from your Uncle Bob. Don't buy drugs. Become a pop star, and they'll give them to you for free, you piece of shit.
Is that a Rodney Dangerfield movie?
No. Again, I've never actually seen it.
Is it Just Friends?
No. Here's a hint. Everyone says it's really great, but I just think it's too British.
Notting Hill?
No, it's Love, actually.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a good movie, though.
It is a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, but the way he presented it was better than the movie.
I'm going to assume you haven't seen that movie either.
Don't make an ass out of you and me, Justin.
You've definitely not seen that movie.
I've seen many movies.
You
Some
haven't,
say I
you haven't
invented
seen
them.
it. You haven't seen it. You'd like it. That's why I know you haven't seen it.
Yeah, well,
Do yourself a favor this Christmas season. Watch it.
Megan doesn't like movies. I have to fucking.
She'll like
strap
this.
her
She'll
to-
like that movie.
I have to strap her to the fucking couch
She'll like it.
and say,
And if you want to find a funnier version or an amalgam of that movie and a movie that's not a Christmas movie, Love Hard on Netflix. Great movie. Anyways, last one here. Let me tell you something. I don't care about being your stupid prom queen. I'm 25 years old. I'm an undercover reporter for the Chicago Sun-Times, and I've been beating my brains out trying to impress you people. Let me tell you something, Gibby, Kirsten, Kristen. You will spend your lives trying to keep others down because it makes you feel more important. Why her? Let me tell you about this girl. She is unbelievable. I was new here, and she befriended me, no questions asked. But you were only my friend after my brother, Rob, posed as a student and told you to like me. All of you people, there is a big world out there, bigger than prom, bigger than high school, and it won't matter if you were the prom queen, the quarterback of the football team, or the biggest nerd in school. Find out who you are and try not to be afraid of it, you piece of shit.
Whatever that Drew Barrymore movie is.
Never Been Seen by Me.
Never Been Kissed?
Yeah.
Alright.
Don't like that movie.
Yeah, I don't care about
Why?
that
Because
movie.
it's not that great.
not
Basically
that
commits fraud.
You had to have one that was like an average or below average movie.
Yeah. Joe.
If by some fucking miracle, long shot, you haven't heard of my reputation, let me tell you who the fuck I am. I'm the fucking Sultan of Slick, Sadie. I am the rule of fucking cool. You want to be a gangster? You want to be a thug? You want to sit at my fucking feet and gather pearls that emanate forth from me? Because I'm the fucking original, straight to the foremost. Pimp Mac, fucking hustler, original gangster's gangster, you piece of shit. This is a terrible dialogue.
Friday.
Terrible reading.
Friday's not a rom-com, bro.
Can't hardly wait.
No, I like that movie. I'll give you guys a hint. This is probably one of the worst movies ever made.
That
Double
doesn't.
Dragon.
Jiggly.
Yes.
Is it
Manos, the House of Fate?
Right.
Sheely?
Yeah, Kyle got it.
All right.
Kyle?
Mary, why do you always wear those stupid red boots? You want to know why? Because it makes my toes feel like 10 friends on a camping trip, you piece of shit. Emery said that wasn't nice.
You're right.
When Harry Met Sally. Sleepless in Seattle.
You've got mail.
I was actually surprised, based on the cast of this movie, how bad it really was.
Movie 43.
Valentine's Day?
No. Sandra Bullock, Bradley Cooper, Thomas Hayden Church, in a movie called All About Steve.
What the fuck is Steve?
I've never seen that one.
Ken Jeong, also in this movie.
I don't even know if I've ever heard of this.
I've heard of the movie. I've
horrible
never
movie.
watched it.
I watched it with my mother.
Yikes. Vin?
It was bad. Real bad.
Don't forget, I'm also just a girl standing in front of a boy asking him to love her.
This is one of the greatest rom-coms of all time.
Say that again?
This is one of the greatest rom-coms of all time. Yeah.
I know. I love the movie. This is an ironic pick for me.
Oh. Okay. Show me the movie.
What do you mean? Like the DVD that I own of it, obviously?
Obviously. I wish I owned the DVD of it.
It's over there. It's on my DVD rack.
You know the human head weighs 8 pounds?
It's, just to be sure, it's Pretty in Candles, right?
Yes.
Now,
16 pink?
Justin knows what it is. Justin's chomping at the bits over there.
It's Jerry Maguire.
Wrong.
What?
Wrong.
Oh, I know what it is, actually. It's Notting Hill.
Yeah.
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 I always mix up. I thought the same thing. I was giving Jerry Maguire hints, but I always mix up those two movies. The quotes from those two movies.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
Don't beat yourself up, bud.
Jerry Maguire, it's isn't it him saying a similar line to her?
You complete me.
Yeah. Well, there's a little monologue there, and then at the end, he's like, remember those two deaf people in the elevator?
Yeah.
You complete me. And she's like,
shut up. Just shut up.
Don't father my child?
You have me at hello.
Yep.
What do you got, Mike?
Every morning I wake up and the first thing I want to do is see your face, you piece of shit.
Is Brokeback?
No.
God, that's close. I thought that was on there.
No, that would have been every morning I wake up and the first thing I want to do is see your ass.
I want to just bury my face in your butt cheeks.
Just want to motorboat your glutes.
Hope floats.
No.
Rom-com that isn't good.
He hasn't seen any rom-coms, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Where the heart is.
No.
Batman vs. Superman.
No.
They mentioned a woman named Martha. Now I know that's where it kind of lost.
Martha.
You got mail.
Name Martha. P.S. I love you.
Oh, I love that movie.
Okay.
That's a great one.
How would I know?
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Two of the movies you said were bad are better than that movie.
No, they're bad movies.
Yeah, they're way better than... I've never seen it, Alec. There's a great joke in 30 Rock where Tina Fey's watching P.S. I Love You, crying her eyes out. She's like, this is so sad. No one should have to be married to Gerard Butler.
I find him charming.
I find him Scottish.
He's very Scottish.
Very Scottish.
Right, that's a show.
Hey, can I just say, I think your guys' Star Wars movies are, like, phenomenal. The way you guys put all the time and effort into it, they're great. But mine's better, though, right?
No, fuck you.
I'm like the Zack Snyder of making Star Wars movies.
It's feel better when you have to fish.
I'm thirsty.
Sometimes.
I heard you.
Keep fishing.
Sometimes if someone just sprinkles like they sprinkle the fish food and they just kind of guppy up. Sometimes they get a good nibble. That's what I go for.
No one's nibbling.
End the show.
Justin, though, like your General Zustin, and you were the main antagonist. You're cool with that, yeah?
Whatever.
Are you sleeping in here?
Whatever.
You're sleeping in here?
We all got Don't Look Up on my...
Alright. I gotta do this because I gotta put Emma to sleep. We're going in your room. Stop it right now. Alright, as always, if you like what you hear, you can like us on Facebook.com/Nerdities. Follow us on Twitter @Nerdities. Email us at nerdities@gmail.com and check out nerdities.com. I hope you guys are having more fun than I am.
While you're there,
Nothing speeds you up like a crying kid.
kindly fuck yourself. And then
Jesus Christ.
go over to nerdities.myspreadshop.com. Spread your ass cheeks, grab your ankles, and order some fucking shirts and sweatshirts and whatever the fuck else you want to do. Put your hand down.
Are you fucking Goro?
What?
You can't grab your ankles and spread your ass cheeks at the same time unless you have four
I didn't
hands.
say at the same time, did I? I said spread them and then grab your ankles.
But you gotta let the people know, this hat is one of the best hats I own. It is super comfortable and super stylish.
Okay.
You put your hands off. You take your hands off the ass cheeks and not spread anymore.
No,
Yeah,
that's
it's
so it
redundant.
tightens
Thank you,
back.
Michael.
It's so it tightens back up. Like you want a little. There's some more friction.
Oh,
and
you
then
want
grab.
like a leotard, like.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure they don't want it to tighten up. They want it as loose as possible for whatever happen. Because if it's tight, it's not going to be fun for them.
Listen, I don't know what kind of butt sex you've been having.
Baking. And it's been a long time.
Tight's all right, you know.
Yeah, it's
Tight is a fight.
Not with the right amount of lube.
Yeah, it's the best 7 seconds of your life. Am I right?
Yeah, buddy.
I know the old saying, with a big enough fulcrum you can move the world, but I'm pretty sure the world wouldn't enjoy it.
That's not true. You got, Mike, there's tons of foreplay ahead of time. You tongue the ass, you get all relaxed. Maybe you take a couple, maybe you take some Quaaludes or something. I don't fucking know.
You do this one, right? You just mash the knuckle in there, and you say, relax.
The whole time you're saying, relax.
Put on some Barry White.
Are you happy?
Darling, I need you to order t-shirts, baby.
And hats and
Oh, yeah.
fanny packs.
And go to can'tstoptheropedrop.myspreadshop.com to order those Disney-related t-shirts. They're fun. They're great. You'll love them. Sinful Creations by Justin.com. CINNFUL Creations by Justin.com. The back-to-school menu is up. New items, including the Hostess Cupcake Cookie, the Fluffernutter Cookie, Cherry Hand Pies, and Milky Way Brownies. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's just chopped up pieces of Milky Way. No. That is our decadent fudge brownie, topped with whipped chocolate ganache, creating a tastier version of nougat, and homemade caramel sauce drizzled on it, and then drizzled with some chocolate on top. Yeah, sexy. Couple bites of that. Get ready for all the butt sex you want.
Well then. Okay. Well, after you do all that, stop over at our YouTube channel, or before you do it, whatever gets you in the mood.
Yeah.
While you're doing it.
While you do, fuck yeah.
Yeah, exactly. YouTube.com/nerdities. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell to get notified when we're dropping new content. New videos are coming, including Nerd ETs.
Our cooking show. That's right. Our cooking show is launching. That was a fun time.
There are some really cool stuff that is made in the cooking show.
Yeah.
Some tasty treats. On September 19th, we will be doing our first live show, streaming live on YouTube. Yeah.
So we've done live tournaments, but this is going to be our first live just show.
This is like YouTube Live, so like they can interact with us. They can actually give us money.
Yes, you can totally give us money for more fun things that require budgets, like a certain trilogy end that needs a budget because we're going to be going all out with this one. So yeah, please subscribe to us. Give us money. Subscribe to sponsor Nerdities at nerdities@gmail.com. We will croon, we'll spoon, we will talk about your product and business.
Oh, very ASMR, Joe.
Yes.
Hi, this is Joe. I'm here to talk about your business. I'm here to croon. I'm here to swoon. I'm here to croon and swoon all up in you. Thoughts and opinions on Nerdies crew, idiotic, poor thought out touring Netflix would be far more insulting. Put your tongue away, Justin. Fuck that.
Was the water drowned out with this on?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. I'm going to go change my shirt.
Why should I care?
Drop!